great basketball game. It's a long time ago, and of course you don't want it to happen. I think when you have a team and if the program's going in the right direction, you lose some home games, and people walk away and say, hey, it was still a well-played game. And while I would like to have about 10 to 20 possessions back, both on offense and defense, just to reteach some things and have some breaks go our way and see if they went our way, really proud of the way our kids competed. We're learning about competing, and we're going to get better at it. It's still not where it's going to be, but a very positive step in that direction today.
Jake, why don't you start us off?
Coach, you came back from 3 separate deficits. There was 9-2 early, and then after halftime they were up 11, and I think they went back up 8 again. Is this something without Karras and with the mix and match lineup you got going right now? Is this something that you could have expected out of a game like Wisconsin?
Yeah, I think every game. I don't think we're at a stage where we can just unless we're like on fire with every shot and balls are going in that we don't expect to go in. Kids expect to be ahead a lot in games. We're going to have to come from behind and just stay solid. Big issue tonight was their offensive rebounds. They only got 9. It seemed like all 9 were just huge. In fact, including I think 3 on one particular time down the floor. And that's what they do. I mean, you guys have followed us for years, have watched somebody not named Decker make that same 3 at the shot clock like every year for 8 years. And it's part of why they're so good. And I'm envious, but I'm also glad to be they're part of the Big Ten. They're a great team.
Over here with Steve, Coach.
John, Derek had a real hard driving game for you, and is stepping up, getting the big shot for you. Talk about what he gave you tonight, particularly right down the stretch.
The biggest thing, and especially against Wisconsin, is embracing the physicality of the game. And many of our younger players those bumps that they give you, and every team at this level gives you, sometimes a foul, sometimes it's not. You get down the line and you stop. You just pull up, and we say play driving through the bump, get to the second bump. And he did that a couple times today. It was a huge step for him.
Over with Brendan.
John, can you speak to overtime, the response after Derek's shot, and maybe kind of Wisconsin hitting those first 2 shots and then trying to kind of rebound from there, and the momentum and all those things?
It changed very quickly. We were playing a zone, and we put the zone in a couple of weeks ago. We made a huge mistake in the zone to get the first 3-point play. And then on the second one, I forget, they sent the ball back. There's 2 things that takes weeks to practice, but man to man, that was going to be hard for us. We stayed with it. They would just keep posting us up and posting us up. So that we made some errors that we can correct those first 2 times. But we still almost had a chance. We needed to probably miss some foul shots. But I don't think we quit at that point and made it a 15-point overtime game.
Right over here with Chris.
All 3 of your big men had minutes, critical stretches. Can you talk about their progress?
Yeah, we had some follow-up baskets. Max continues to just really try to be a warrior out there in the limited minutes that he does get. Ricky had a great second half. Didn't feel him in the first half, but that's the way it's going to be collectively. They're going to have to give us as much as they can. And they handled the load today between Hayes and Kaminsky, and then Decker coming in to rebound. They really they're going to be physically worn out a little bit, but without the 3 of them, I don't know what we would do.
Stay over here with Wojo.
Even in a tough defeat, do you feel like your players gained some knowledge or confidence that they still can obviously compete at this level without
Karras? And that's what we said to them. And none of us should be happy. And the pats on the back about good game, I absolutely hate after a loss. And I want them to have that mentality. At the same time, when we go over some of the things we need to fix tomorrow, we'll also be showing what's been fixed and what is making us better. And we still got to be tougher in a lot of areas, and that's just natural for when you have a team that comes into this. Part of that's in the weight room, part of that's mindset. We can do it, and we will do it, and they'll learn that. But sometimes, that game we could have won it if we would have just had a little bit more to us, a little bit more edge we need.